Today we are going to be talking about impressions and click-through rate. You need to understand the what before you start trying to figure out the how. It's going to be a busy day. Let's put 3 minutes on the clock. You need to know about impressions. So what you want to do is you want to come into your Creator Studio, Analytics, you want to come to your reach, and as you scroll down, the impressions and how they led to watch time, this is going to tell you how many times in the last 28 days YouTube offered your thumbnails and your titles to somebody. Your click-through rate is how many times somebody saw that image and clicked into it and decided to watch that video. So for my channel, 384,000 impressions. That's pretty good. 4.4% click-through rate. That's kind of lower than you want to be. And then views from impressions, 16,000 views. So about half my views last month came from impressions. And with a 4-minute and 48-second average view duration, that's pretty good. I picked up 1.3 thousand hours of watch time. You can also do this for an individual video. To do that, you're in your videos subsection and you cursor over analytics and you go back into reach. And this is going to show you how this video did. And you're going to see 64,000 impressions with a 5.1% click-through rate. You want to be between 5 and 10%. Remember, this is a two-part formula. You could have a 100% click-through rate on one impression, and that would be exactly one view. Or you could have a 1% click-through rate on 1 million impressions, and your video is going to be doing a whole lot better. YouTube actually tells you how the algorithm works right here. You can increase the chance of YouTube suggesting your content by increasing your click-through rate and your video watch time. Hello, they're giving you the keys to the kingdom right there. So remember when I said avoid the clickbaity titles? YouTube just told you why. Increase your video watch time. So you know how you've had a couple of videos do really well for the first few days and then they start to fall off? And you're pulling your hair out and you're like, why is this happening? Why does it start off strong and it just falls away? Well, that's just how the cycle is going to work. As your click-through rate begins to drop, as people get offered your video and they decline to go into it, YouTube sees this video start to trail off. Not as many click-throughs means it's going to be offered to less people, which less people are going to see it to have the opportunity to click through, and eventually the video sort of stops being presented and it just sort of trails off. This is the natural life cycle of a video. Of course, your click-through rate is going to drop as people are offered your video and they've already seen it. They don't have a reason to click into it again. Now, our 3 minutes is almost up. Tomorrow, we're going to start talking about the 4 links in the promotion chain: titles, thumbnails, SEO, and description. And we're going to talk about thumbnails first because they are the visual stop in the stop and grab. Remember, give me 3 minutes tomorrow and I'm going to help you reach your YouTube goals.